This video is for exercise 5-8 global parameters. I attached a file for you to be able to open to your assignment because the book file was not working. To begin, we're going to activate the level 2 floor plan. We're going to activate the manage ribbon and set some global parameters. So manage, and then I'm going to take a look at my book and it shows global parameters. It looks like a little world. Yep, global parameters. I'm going to set a new global parameter, and I'm going to type door jamb offset. And I'm going to press OK. I'm going to set the value to 1 foot, and then I'm going to press OK. Now I'm going to select the dimension indicating the door jamb offset for the door with the tag labeled 93. So I have to zoom in, find the 93 door here, and I want to select this dimension, which is dimensioning the jamb. On the ribbon, I'm going to select door jamb offset under label. So up here, label, door jamb offset. Note that the dimension updated. I'm going to select the dimension again. In the properties panel, I'm going to enable show label in view right here, and I'm going to press apply. So now the dimension updates to show the global parameter in the dimension. So it says that's the door jamb offset. So we set the door jamb to be a foot, and then every time I click on the dimension, this is controlling that. So it just means that you wouldn't have to go back and set every single one of these doors to have an offset of a foot. This is going to be really handy in your law office exercise because all the doors have to be offset 6 inches. So I recommend making one of these global parameters to help you in that exercise. Just remember that for the future. Okay, let's go on to the next one. We're going to select the dimension next to the door tagged 86. Okay, we gotta just find it. Here it is. In the properties panel, we're going to apply the door jamb offset. So we're going to come over here, we're going to apply it over here. Say apply, and now it pushed it to a foot. Very nice, right? We're going to zoom in on the doors labeled 82 and 90. We're going to click on the dimensions. You can click on both at the same time, actually, if you hold down Control, and then we're going to change this to door jamb offset. There we go. We're going to select the dimensions between grids 4 and 5. So let's find grid lines 4 and 5. Here it is, 5 and 4, 14 foot 8. We're going to right click on this and we're going to select label. We're going to select add parameter. So different ways to do the same thing. Okay, so before we went up here and did it, now if I right click I can do it. It's just showing you multiple ways to do the same thing. I'm going to type vertical bay. And I'm going to say OK. And now I'm going to activate the manage ribbon and select global parameters. So over here, and under that vertical bay, I'm going to set the value to 18 feet, 2 inches. Then I'm going to select a new global parameter, and I'm going to type double door offset. And I'm going to say OK. I'm going to highlight the vertical bay, so I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to click Control-C on my keyboard. And then I'm going to place my cursor in the formula column for the double door offset, so over here, and I'm going to press Control-V. And then I'm going to type divided by 2. Okay, so just so I didn't have to retype vertical bay again. So this is going to center the door on the bay. Note that the dimensions for the double door offset have updated. We're going to press OK. We're going to locate the double doors tagged 83. We're going to select the dimension locating the door. So that would be this one because it goes to the door center line. We're going to right click on this dimension and select label. And we're going to select double door offset parameter. Note that the door position updates, so it's centered itself in the wall. We're going to assign the vertical bay parameter to the dimensions between grid lines 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. So let's find grid lines 2 and 3, 2 and 3 right here. And we want to assign the vertical bay parameter, so we'll right click, we'll label, we'll say vertical bay, and then also between grid lines 2 and 3. So that, oh, did I do 1 and 2? Sorry, 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. Put them in a backwards order on me. And vertical bay. There we go. So 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 have the vertical bay parameter, 18.2 and 18.2. Next thing that we're going to do is we are going to apply the double door offset parameter to the doors labeled 84 and 85. So let's find 84 and 85. 84, right click on the dimension, hold on a second, make sure everything's cleared. Right click on the dimension. My label's not popping up, so oh, there it goes. If it doesn't, you can do it up here too. I kind of like the right clicking. And I'm going to say double door offset. Alright, and then this one we'll do it the other way. We'll come up here and we'll say double door offset. Remember, or you can click on it and change it over here in properties. 3 different ways to do it. Okay, now we want to use the align tool to move the wall above the door labeled 85. Okay, so there's the door labeled 85. Here's the wall, and center it on grid line 2. So see, right now it's not connected. So let's go ahead and click on our tools. This is align, so you select where you want to go, and then what you want to align. And it says to center it, so I'm going to select the center of the wall. And then I want to lock that wall. So that means that that wall is locked to that grid line. So anytime that grid line moves, that wall will move with it. Make sure you show that little lock icon when you are doing your screenshots. And then I'm going to use the align tool to position the wall above the door labeled 83. So let's go over here to grid line 4, and then I'm going to lock it in position. So let's see. That one looks like it already is, but maybe it's not quite centered, so let's try it. Let's go here, and then we're going to go to the center of the wall, and then we're going to lock it. So it was a little bit off there. Okay, so now that is centered. And then last step is we're going to activate the manage ribbon. So manage ribbon, we're going to go over to the global parameters, and we're going to change the value of the vertical bay to 18'6", and then hit apply, and then OK, and then you're going to notice that the dimensions update and the double doors remain centered on the bays. So the double doors are still centered, the dimensions over here updated now. They are, and you can see that. So go ahead and take a screenshot of that. And again, this tool is very, very helpful, so please mark this page in your book. You'll definitely want to use this again.